Hello. Good evening. My camera's off center again. There we go. I really wish it was an easier way to secure this thing. There isn't. You would notice that there's a big gray blotch where Melody is supposed to be because she was called away last second to work. So hopefully she'll join us in a few minutes. No announcements or anything interesting or fun. So just without any further ado, we're going to get into the recap from last week. So, Ben, would you like to take it away?
Yeah. Pretty easy recap. We ran into some scouts from the automatons, beat them up, moved on. There was an ongoing battle at the location of the Shalsir outpost that we were sent to help with. So we fought our way through, beat up some more automatons, and met up with the Shalsir, who explained that they had a weapon, artifact, something of great significance, that if it fell into the wrong hands would be disastrous, and if it comes into the right hands would be good. And that's why there's so much pressure on this out in the middle of nowhere outpost. After some discussion, it was decided that we wanted to go and take out the overseer, the guy watching, or guy, girl, whatever, the person overseeing the attacks and coordinating everything. Because they also had special like assassin type units, which would be devastatingly bad for us if we try to sneak out. So we figured we should probably do that, take care of that person, and then try and get out with the artifact. And that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Anybody have anything to add to that?
Nope.
Not gonna give me a nope, Quinn.
Sorry, I was eating a brownie.
Oh,
and delaying for Kay to arrive.
I may have been talking to the router. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think this was your fault. I'm not sure what's fault it was, but I don't think it had anything to do with you.
That's what the servers at work say too.
They speak to you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna answer for her. I already know better.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Good timing. We just finished the recap.
Yeah, Kay, do you have anything to add?
I actually do not. I may have been listening on the stream, not in here, obviously.
Well then with nothing to add, we can continue now that I fixed the other thing that the weird shenanigans broke. Okay, without any further ado, we begin again. We left off with all of you in the secluded Shalsir outpost in the mountain range, the Titan Horns mountain range, a familiar territory to some of you, being formerly from near this area. You've had an opportunity to meet the copper stationed at this outpost. You've received their tale and their story as to their circumstances, that despite their best efforts and the skills and abilities of respective people, including their former captain and a Shalsir dragon, that they have remained trapped here. After taking a short rest and getting to know everybody a little bit, the plan was hatched to go deal with the controller, the gnomish controller hiding out somewhere in the mountain range, of which you've been supplied with a map by the second scale, Yai, the acting in charge member here at the Roost, of which essentially shows you with the Roost at its at the central location, 4 directions. The path leading south, the one that you all traveled to get up here, of which gives you a good idea as to the rough layout of the terrain and the land. It also has a couple of brief notations on it for where ambushes have been set and traps have been set, along with where a couple of skirmishes have occurred, along noting specifically when the stealth type long range units have engaged with them. To the west is a location that is achievable, reachable through a small, narrow path that is believed to be a fissure that's opened up over time that leads to a higher plateau where the dragon that initially was summoned to transport them away was shot down, and they believe that is where it crash landed, probably to its death. There is a I suppose the northerly direction isn't really a direction in which you can follow, because the Roost is built up against a sheer wall, which is to say it notes that it is an option to climb a 500-foot rock face straight up in order to try to reach another point of elevation that might count as an escape, which is the reason why last session it was mentioned that it wasn't super viable. And then east on the map, south, direction wise, which shows a somewhat rugged trail, a pathway that cuts into the mountains at a slight upward slope. It kind of weaves its way through. It still shows much of the signs of greenery that you've all experienced on your way up here. But eventually leads into a very narrow section of terrain that eventually expands out into an similarly to the west, a plateau that eventually carries on towards a landing of sorts that will take you to a river that runs through the mountains. It is believed that at this narrowing is where the controller is camping. This is where the captain of the Roost was originally departed to attempt to deal with the controller, but failed. So, after talking for what felt like a very long time, where would you all like to start? Well, would you like to begin with you already heading towards your destination, or do you want to talk a little bit about this information that via the map that's just been provided to you?
Is there anybody who wants to go in a direction other than the way that we know the captain went? No?
None particular, no.
Nope.
Okay, then I don't see any reason to stick around the Roost. We can be on our way toward the where the captain fell. South? East? One of those two.
Yeah, technically, so via the world it's south, but on the map it's east.
Got it.
Because you would be departing from the Roost, heading in east via the map, but yeah, again, it's in the south.
Got it.
Semantics. Okay. In which case, there's no reason to dwell on it. You've had your rests. You've had an opportunity to gather things and prepare yourselves to the best of your abilities. Oh, sorry. I just noticed the chat. Kate, did you solve that?
No, I wasn't sure if like port changed or IP changed or something.
So the IP did change.
Okay.
I will message it to you.
Please.
It's a 1 number difference.
It would.
It is.
Oh, I know exactly why that happened.
Yeah, I've more or less, in probably less intelligent ways, also figured it out.
Because we move your desk.
Yep. Because I moved my desk and I used your Ethernet cord specifically.
Yep.
Okay. Also worth noting, all of you can add a level 2 healing potion to your inventory, given to you by the Shalsir from their reserves.
Ooh.
They did promise to try to provide you with what they could. Okay, once that is done, you have your heading. Who is going to lead the party? This high up, you have quite a bit of fog cover, low-hanging clouds, basically, that are affecting vision. So ideally, you would select somebody that can help safely guide the party to your destination. Who would you like that to be?
Who has the best survival in the party? Roz's is +3.
I think it might be Lilith. I'm only +2.
No, I'm only +2.
Oh, really? Oh.
Sounds like Roz. Audie might tie, weirdly, because Bard stuff.
My
Heighten is
survival's a
also a +3.
You guys in wisdom-based things.
It sounds like Titan and Roz share a
Mhm.
modifier.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are equals in that.
Shall we work together?
Sure, let's do it.
You go ahead and roll with advantage then.
Okay.
It's the same roll.
Oh.
Anyway.
Nat 20.
Oh.
For a total of 23.
Oh, hang on. I have to write the time. I changed it earlier. All right, 23. Natural 20. Very good. So you all leave the roost. You head down the path you originally battled your way up a bit. And you find the slight intersection that was extremely easy to miss, but with the guidance of the map, you can find your way there, and you begin an ascent that is more alongside the face of the mountain than it is through it, kind of like what the ravine that the roost is built atop of. But despite the environmental hazards presented via the lack of visibility, sure, steady, collective, I said a bunch of adjectives and then lost my word. You teamworked your way through a lot of problems. It's great. I would like to clarify, so because Roz and Titan are doing this together, I'm going to put you both at the front of the group. Since Titan is the one that made the
Makes
roll,
sense.
I'm going to put Titan in first and Roz in second. Where is everybody else? You are marching in a single file line. Positions 1
Like
through
the
5.
rear.
Lilith rear? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think Audie'd want to stay in the middle. She'd be afraid she'd get lost if she was in the back.
3 is Chronicle 4.
Yep.
Okay. Good to know. So, you begin the first leg of this of this journey, and it's not that you're necessarily going far. It is that because of the hazards presented, you have to go at a reasonably slow pace to maintain your safety. And so, after about an hour's worth of travel, of which you manage to avoid potential slips and falls off of this narrow pathway on the side of the mountain. Likewise, patches of ice, which expertly Titan is quite familiar with and can easily do away with. And you manage to get up to the first initial turn that takes you away from this somewhat more treacherous mountain path and one that turns into the mountain, similarly to when you begin your climb to the roost. This is where you begin to see signs of greenery again, shrubs and bushes, some more of those trees that have just kind of dotted their way up along various parts of the slope. At this position, I would like everybody to roll a d20.
Oh boy, oh boy.
16.
7.
3.
15.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
15,
really?
16, 17, 18.
Wow.
So that avalanche, how's
Yes.
that gonna go?
No.
So the upside is, because of Titan's 20 on the survival check, you skip the hazards getting here, and I reduced the threat level by 1, so the floor, which was a 16 for encounter dice, is a 17 and up.
Okay.
So you've managed to avoid one of these. But that does leave 2 other potential dangers lying in wait. So you've started the ascent. You've begun this climb. It's a steep slope, but it doesn't require climbing equipment. But that is to say, there are occasional spots where it is advised and likely acted upon where individuals, especially those of greater strength, stop and support those that are a little bit weaker to ascend certain slopes, climb certain edges, to make sure that people stay together and can keep up. However, it is when you reach one of these, the tops of one of these slopes, where it briefly flattens out before you get to the next point of ascent, where from somewhere above, Titan, you're at the head of the group. We will assume Roz has turned around to help Adi up. You see first, initially, a couple of small sharp edges of pieces of rock, pebbles fall down from above, and that's when you feel the first tremors under your feet. You feel as if there is something shaking loose from above you.
I mean, Titan's gonna call out a warning that something might be crashing down soon.
So, to better paint a picture, you all are on a 15-foot long outcropping. At its widest point, it's about 6-7 feet, and then it progressively, as it gets to the corners of that 15-foot line, it gets smaller and smaller until it's only about a foot across. So you don't have a ton of available space, and the idea is you're supposed to climb up the next little leg right behind you, and that is where these rocks are tumbling from. So what is the reaction here? How are people? What are people doing?
Mm.
Dude, I don't know at this point. It's axe out, ready to fight. Like, I don't think we have much opportunity to hide here. We've got very bad footing as well.
What we know right now is that it sounds like something's crashing from above,
Mm-hmm.
and we're on a rocky outcropping, so it could just be a rock falling.
Mm-hmm.
Which Lilith's gonna press herself against the side of the rock to hopefully make it so that it goes past her. It's hitting her in the head.
Could Corona make a perception check to get a better idea of what this crashing might lead to?
You can, sure.
Okay. Oh, nat 20, 24.
Really good. You quickly look around, take in and assess your surroundings. One thing, again, all of you have lived in an environment similar to this, not necessarily this deep in the mountains, but in a region occasionally that the Titan Horns mountain range has influence to this degree. You can tell that this track, this area that you're all currently slowly ascending, is definitely not completely natural, in that this mountain range tends to shift quite a bit more than more naturally formed mountain ranges due to the elemental energies here. So you think this was not naturally formed, and much in that way, sections of it tend to be pretty unstable. So you're looking above you, and you know from left and right, it seems as if some disturbance somewhere in the mountain is going to shake loose several boulders is a strong word, but large rocks that will tumble from above, from the left and right sides, potentially threatening you and yours. The outcropping, as far as you're aware, seems stable enough. It's not like it's going to go out from underneath you once you land. It's more of the physical threat of what you believe is coming from above.
Okay, but 2 directions. Okay, I missed that part. I see. Okay. Then I think, much like Lilith, Krona is going to brace and let the others know what she thinks might happen. I thought it was only 1 direction. I had a plan for that, but not for 2.
Yeah,
So,
it's from above.
yeah.
But it's wide enough that it's kind of coming from 2 directions, at least at an angle. Yeah.
Yep. No, I got you.
If the simple answer is avoidance, we can just narrow this down to saving throws. Unless
I think that was Audie's plan, unless somebody else had something brilliant.
That's essentially all I'm asking for at this point.
No brilliant plans.
I guess for the sake of my own clarification, would Corona think that if she was cool enough to time a cooked grenade, would that make things any better for us, or no?
Great question.
Because that was my plan if it was from 1 direction.
Yeah, again, I would still say, even from the potential 2 directions, their blast radius is large enough that it could still do the job. But given that the visibility you have is limited, you don't know exactly what's above you. So you know something is shaken loose, and it's going to tumble down. But you don't know if the grenade would get rid of what's tumbling down and therefore there is nothing left, or if it hypothetically would shake more loose.
Right, yeah. Okay. No, then avoidance for sure for me. Yep.
As much as I want to encourage you to try that, because that's really cool.
I've been saving them.
Okay. If nothing crazy or unusual is going to be done, you have 2 options here. One is the direct avoidance route, which is press up against the wall. You react quickly to try to get out of the way. A dexterity save. Which has a much more black and white outcome. Or you can do a strength save, which has more risk reward. If you succeed, you're going to take less damage overall. If you fail, you could take more damage.
Oh, hell yeah. Titan's punching some rocks.
It is worth it for
Right,
Ross to
same.
tough it out.
Same.
Okay, well, you all know your gambles. So roll your dice. Tell me what you rolled.
Gonna hope that's enough. It's 17.
Oh, I'm gonna use a point if we
devastating.
can.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Okay, definitely.
Gotta eat those up.
21 for Titan.
Very good.
Better. 17.
Pretty good.
19 dex save for Lilith.
Okay. And Melody?
I'm muted. My goodness. 19 deck save. Psst.
19. Wow, you all did really good. Okay. So, allow me to just figure out my number I'm working with. Allies! I rolled very well. Because HP is an abstract thing, this does not necessarily denote you being struck by rocks. It just means that the stress of the situation has taken a toll. For you dex savers, the number is 20 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 10 if you succeeded. And for you strength savers, it's going to be 20 reduced to 5.
What's the DC?
It was 15.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's okay.
Okay, it's relative.
True. Everyone's
Could be
alive.
worse, but it didn't tickle.
These rocks tumbled over the edge, chunks, varying sizes. Some the size of Titan's fists, pretty large. Others the size of Titan's torso, pretty large. Come tumbling, shaking dust over the edge, roaring past you all. For some of you, for others, batting them away with the flat of your battle axe. Titan's case, punching them straight out of the air, cracking them into pieces. Overall, everything is fine. However, as you were recovering from that scenario, breath quickened, uncertainty kind of pushing adrenaline into your blood, is when I really need a proper way to keep track of this. I haven't used my cheat sheet in a while, so this doesn't help. Passive perceptions. Who's got the highest? I think it's Corona.
We're not at 14.
I've got 14. Yeah.
I think you two are tied.
I'm at 13.
Yeah.
At the 11.
Yeah, so it's going to be Roz and Krona. The sounds of rocks moving, pebbles shaking, things falling, the breathing of your friends are all familiar sounds. The next sound you hear is so alien to its environment, you pick it up pretty quickly. And it is now not too unfamiliar to you, in that it is a repetitious thrum that you've heard once before on your way up here. And you now realize that Wyvern dropships are incoming, are going to be close and nearby. So in the interest of not being spotted or caught out on a ledge, you feel like you have a couple of moments to do something. They're not bearing down on top of you yet, but they are in the vicinity, and if they were to pass by close enough, will pose a threat. You can either finish your ascent and try to find cover, or you can go back down, and in which case, at the bottom of this climb, there are a couple of places you could hide. It is more time to go down. It is less time to go up, but up provides uncertainty.
It's all the same. I'm saying we're going up.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd rather just finish this climb.
All right, well, I'm not going to be the one lacking courage. Hope it is.
Titan's just forging ahead. Go
Okay.
up.
Athletics checks from everybody.
Can I provide aid?
At disadvantage to yourself.
That is
Sure.
completely fair.
Are we climbing up rocks?
Yeah.
I get expertise in athletics from being a mountain human for climbing rocks specifically.
Very specific. Very
So
relevant.
specific.
This is what it's made for.
Let's say, who'd have thought it'd pay off?
Yeah, right? 25.
Yeah, really good.
12.
Apparently, Lilith took a mountain climbing class at some point. Natural 20 for 21.
Oh, damn. I was going to say, even though we know the results, I was going to help Melody with climbing. I don't know if it makes a
You can
difference.
still help Melody.
Yeah.
If Melody wants to roll again.
I would love to.
I'll roll with advantage.
That's okay. It's still a 12.
Yee. Well,
The whelp.
Oh.
I don't suppose I could use inspiration for that.
You can.
I can. Okay,
You
then
roll. Yeah,
I will
you roll
add
an additional die.
just one more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here to be used.
Wow,
Oh, well. All
you
right.
did it. And Titan.
22.
22. Okay, so the decision to climb with haste comes with risks, as you all begin quickly moving up this sheer rock face with no planned equipment, but with a bit of courage and, for some of you, expertise. You manage to get up one over the other. Corona is kind of holding out in the middle between Lilith and Melody, keeping an eye on them, given that this is not necessarily the area in which they are strongest. And there is a moment where Corona, below Melody, sees Melody slip and grabs onto Melody and holds her in place long enough for Melody to find footing again. But in doing so, loses her own grip, but then through quick thinking and fast reflexes, snaps the free hand that was previously helping Melody into a new hold and manages to hold on firm. All of you reaching the top of this cliff narrowly. Now that you've arrived here, you see a bit of what Second Scale Yai was talking about, in that you've come up to a pretty narrow pathway. It's, for all of you, only a single file line can fit through here. And for Titan, he probably even has to shift his shoulders a little to be able to comfortably move through here. But it provides a good amount of cover once you've gone a little bit of the ways in. However, you also know this is the territory of the controller. So while you might be hiding from one, you might be discovered by another. Which simply is to say, short of anything clever, I would like stealth checks from people.
Okay.
While she is getting herself into a stealthy mood, Lil was going to drink one of her potions.
22.
Okay.
I got 5.
Hmm.
Predictably.
Don't worry, I got a 4.
on, Lilith
Ramifications
and
of all
Titan.
those high rolls of mine have come back. I got a nat 1. for a
Oh,
total of
no.
2.
Come on, Lilith, let's bring that average up.
I don't think it's going to help much. It's a 19.
I mean, it's not bad.
Well, yeah. You might get a 10, maybe.
I'll be nice as one time. No one's spending any points.
I'm out.
Oh yeah, I know you're out, Joe.
It's
Because
one more die, right?
yeah, because I want to point out the 1 point inspiration for rerolling is extremely advantageous for beating disadvantage rolls, because if you roll disadvantage and say, we'll use Zhao as an example, you roll a 5 and a 12, I think is what Zhao rolled. If you use a point to roll an additional dice, you then take the new dice you just rolled plus the higher of the two you had, essentially canceling out the lowest roll from the first two.
I'll go ahead and spend a point to up the average a little bit, and I got a 13.
That is better. I'm not saying you have
This is an
to,
important one.
just pointing it out.
I suppose it's important.
Peer pressure.
I was hoping to save them for battle, but
It's coming.
this does matter.
Well, if we spend them now, we may avoid an entire battle.
Or at least one where you're not fighting on two fronts.
Much better. A modified 20.
Okay, that is much better. Like, substantially. Wow. Get 5. Okay, what was Melody's?
22.
Oh, 22. Wow.
Natural 19.
Is that including your -1 from exhaustion?
Oh, right. So it's a 21. Yeah,
Okay.
correct. I forgot
Yeah.
I'm still exhausted.
Yes, you are. Doesn't go away until long rest. Well, honestly, all the re-rolling did help bring up what would have been an abysmally low average. And the good news is this lowered visibility works both for and against you. And in this case, the wyverns, the familiar wum 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 as they cruise by, and you can see their underbellies illuminated from the arcane propulsion engines they have. They sort of cruise by through the fog. You see them illuminating it as they go by, and they're not far from your position, less than 100 feet away even. But they seem to keep going without a hitch and don't notice anything. You all beat the DC by 1 with the lowered visibility.
Wow.
It was close. I really want the wyverns to notice you guys one time. I want to play with
Those
my
are have to
toys.
My
pass on
grenade.
Well, I'm just looking forward to the first time one of you managed to, like, as one is flying by, for you to jump into it, kill everybody on board, take control of it, and then crash it into another thing, you know? Like, give me that at least. That might be a little too much to expect from this tier, but, you know, in the future tiers.
All right, as the elven archer, I'll climb the elephant like Legolas, kill everyone on board.
And it still only counts as 1.
So after a couple of tense moments, you hear the thrumming of the wyverns as they pass by, and their very distinctive sound fades into the distance. Up ahead, for the person with the map, you can identify the surrounding terrain as the highlight of where you were told to expect the controller's camp, where they were hiding out. You've identified the opening stretch of this pathway further up where they are expected to be located. And to keep it simple, somewhere in this terrain hides the controller. Can everybody see?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
You are all still technically in stealth, so you may proceed with that in mind, or you can do something else that would otherwise remove that. At this point, it is up to all of you. You have been informed that they are a sneaky sort.
Are we at the lowest elevation here?
Yes, it gradually climbs. Along with several rises. And trees, of which the shortest one is at 75 feet. And the other ones pierce up into the fog. You can't really quite tell how high they are, other than pretty high.
About how tall are each of the ledges?
10 feet.
Would it be fair to say that they probably also provide less cover, or is the fog kind of doing most of the work there?
I mean, the fog is providing an ample amount of cover.
Okay.
I would say visibility is about 20 feet. And by about, I mean, for the sake of being on a grid, exactly 20 feet.
Okay.
First things first, just on the off chance, Lilith is going to close her eyes and listen to see if she hears anything.
Okay, make a perception check then. What do your elven ears hear?
Pretty good. 16.
You stop. And you listen. And similarly before, like with Roz and Corona identifying the wyverns before they were within range, there are a lot of familiar sounds, having lived in this environment for a while. Just the movement of rocks. You can hear some of the higher branches swaying in the wind that's been blowing up this pathway you've been on. There are even the occasional flittering bird. But nothing really stands out as out of the ordinary.
In that case, Lilith will encourage a slow and careful move forward.
That sounds good with Corona.
I mean,
Yeah.
Titan's being as stealthy as he can possibly be right now. He's not doing that for nothing. Fine. We'll stop there. Oh yeah, I guess I'm moving at half speed.
So yeah, for the sake of this, I will take your movements as they are. If you wish to ascend up a level, just let me know. There are invisible walls here that will stop you from just moving your tokens over them. So let me know if that is an intention you'd like to pursue, and I will help. That being said, as you begin to creep your way forward, again, quiet, unassuming, unheard, nothing seems to happen immediately. But Titan, as the person at the head of the group, in this relative quiet, in this piece of nature in which most of you are familiar, there is a unique, distinct sound that none of you have heard before that kind of whistles through the air, a sharp, piercing noise, and something is going to attack you.
Okay.
Good news is, based off of distance and fog coverage, it is going to be a difficult shot.
That is good.
And I will dare to assume a 12 is going to miss.
It does.
Yeah, you're all there, creeping up slowly, and a white-hot bolt of energy just lances right past Titan and strikes the rocks over here. And it doesn't break away pebbles. It doesn't have an impact spot. It carves out a perfect cylinder of rock where it was. That being said,
Spotted.
it's not as if you've been opened on. You don't have to commit to an initiative order yet if you don't want to.
I mean, Titan's going to try and figure out if he can work out the angle of the shot. Just because it's boring into a rock, he should be able to have an idea of it. To get an idea of where he's being shot at from.
Sure. Here's a fun one for you. Survival intelligence roll.
Perfect.
You got to do all that floaty math.
17.
I mean, you can't get in an exact position because of visibility, but you do know it's coming from somewhere over here, if you could see my ping. It's quite a ways off.
Okay. I mean, not much reason to be stealthy anymore. He just got shot at. But Titan's gonna just look at everybody. Shot came from over there. I'm gonna climb up. Then he's gonna try and go up a level.
Yeah. It's just movement cost. There's no checks for these.
Okay.
So it'll be like 20 feet of movement to get here.
give me 10 remaining, so we'll move up. Can't move.
Oh, strange. Well, we're on free movements. I can click you around. Can anybody else move?
In
Seems
general?
so.
Yeah.
Can you move left or down, Ben?
Nope.
Oh, that's super weird. Yeah, let me move you there. Can you move now?
Nope.
Ha.
Are you on
There's something
the
wrong with
right
mine.
tool?
Hold on. I'm just going to reload the page.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you moved me, it made 2 titans instead of moving
Ah.
the 1 token.
Oh,
So-
it was a desync.
yeah.
Yeah, there could have been a thing.
I've seen that happen.
Loading. Loading.
All right. I
There we
seem
go.
to be able to move. Perfect.
Seeing the Titan got shot from ahead and to the left, Ross is gonna hug this left wall.
Okay.
I think if we're kind of taking like unofficial turns, I think Chrono's just
Yeah.
gonna kind of hustle and wait for Melody and Lilith. We'll say one more. There we go.
Don't want to separate too much, so getting to here would be 20 feet.
Yep.
She'll do that. Move 10 feet over to get near Titan. So take the dodge action.
A fine choice.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Would-
Titan will also be dodging.
I know Kay
What a
got
wise thing to do.
paged.
I will dodge.
'Kay.
As well. So kind of following Roz, the hug to his side and
So we're just gonna put you in the line then. Okay. Well, we've been doing the turn by turn thing. I feel like at this point we might as well just do the initiative thing.
Okay.
It's me.
There are no complaints. Allow me to do that. So many dice.
It's almost somewhat accurate to the turn we took in order.
Yeah, pretty close.
I'm gonna roll for Kay so she doesn't have to worry about it.
I appreciate it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It happens. Okie dokie. So, top of the initiative, Corona. Titan on deck.
I guess I got a question because I forget how
Mhm.
this would actually normally resolve in 5e. Would Corona be able to ready an action to like interpose and take a shot for Melody if Melody is targeted, and still be able to use her gloves of missile snaring, which is a reaction of itself? Or
You
would
ba-
that be too much?
You basically want to try to catch an attack if it goes at Melody.
Yeah.
I will allow you to
for
use
her
your
action for that.
I'll allow you to use a reaction just to do that if you are basically in the direct line of fire.
Okay.
So if
that's
it
fair,
if
yeah.
it comes in from a certain angle, I'll allow you to use your reaction to try to intercept the shot.
Okay. And that would be burning her action to do so as well, right? Like just to prep for it.
No, I think I'll just let you do that.
Okay. Okay. Well, that is very kind. Thank you.
Mhm.
In that case, I guess her action will be to hold movement to move. To move with Melody. And yeah, that will be her turn.
Okay.
Which I guess is also actually a reaction. So I have lots of things fighting for reaction. We'll see what comes first.
Yep. That's half the fun.
Yep.
Okay. Let me actually hit the begin combat button. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yep. And turn.
Titan.
Titan. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dodge action.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right. Okay. From the fog, we're going to see what they can see. They can see a silhouette of Titan moving closer. This time the numbers are better. I have rolled a modified 20 to hit you, Titan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And the damage is... Oh, wow. Vicious start. Hang on. Things are being slow. So I rolled, like I said, insanely well. It is going to be a whopping 18 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Oh, hang on. I didn't account for the dodge. 17 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay. So out of the fog, Titan, as you're moving forward, being mindful of incoming attacks, there is a brief moment where you watch as this lance of sizzling energy just fires out from a high position on this tree up ahead. An extremely high angle, like it's probably mounted somewhere up in the tree, 60, 70 feet up. And the attack is so powerful, it partially dissipates the fog around the attack. And you can see that there is a quadrupedal creature rigged to the side of the tree with what looks like a mounted cannon on its back. Roz.
Okay, Roz. Roz is going to dash. Get up to here. That's 45 movement. Poke out, see if I see anything here. Doesn't look like it. Back into the cover of this rock. Drop prone.
Okay. Let's see. Let me figure out where you are. Ah, there you are. As you all continue to move forward, Roz and Corona, again, due to your passive perceptions respectively, you hear what sounds like several rocks fall from around this area of this tree. And for a moment, it really, truly just does sound like that until you begin to hear the tiny, skittering feet.
Oh, no.
This bug is going to rush up to you, Corona, and is going to leap at you with all 4 of its arms extended and attempt to latch itself onto you. It's going to make an attack roll. For a 12.
No.
You're going to kind of bat it away with the shotgun, reflexively reacting to it more like a large insect than the automaton that you know it as, and knock it back temporarily. Let me make a perception check. It's cocked. It's pretty good. Roz, even from your cover, an attack is going to come at you. Disadvantage
Alright.
from prone. Which saves you from the natural 18 and a modified 15 instead.
15 misses.
Okay. A bolt of light streaks out from a high position on the right side of the map and strikes down just over the top of your head, Roz, singeing some of your hair and carving a small cylinder out of the stone low to the ground just behind you. This bug is going to go at Melody in an attempt to attach itself to her. That is not an awful roll, but these things have very little to do. It's going to be a modified 16. I think Kay is busy, so I'm just going to work through this myself.
Sorry, yeah, I'm on a different screen. I'm
That's okay.
listening. So if you have questions, I can answer them.
Well, you now have a bug attached to you. Just so you know.
And I'm guessing is there a counter roll to that?
Nope.
Oh,
it
great.
attacked you, and because it hit you, it attached itself to you. The good news is you don't take any damage. The bad news is it's attached to you. Yeah, your speed is reduced by 10.
Excellent.
Okay, well, speaking of, it is your turn if you want to provide input before you run away.
Yeah, for sure. Can I take out my dagger and stab it so it's not on me?
You could, yes.
You're gonna have to resolve my rolls, but I
Sure.
can roll the dice.
Yeah. Roll the dice. Give me numbers, or just give me that number.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Plus-
4.
You see my numbers.
I
Plus
do.
4, so 15.
And we'll hit roll d4.
3.
3. You'll deal 5 damage to it.
Oh, sorry, I guess -1. So
Do we
12.
subtract it from damage rolls or just the hits? Are you telling me
my
for the
to
to
hit.
hit? It still hits.
Okay, cool. Then
Then
that's 3.
it's still gonna hit, and for some reason it didn't do a token sharing thing. So you're gonna do 5 damage to it. It unfortunately is still attached to you. It is sparking, and quite unhappy with itself, with its current state in life, but it is still attached and a nuisance.
Okay. I guess if it's possible to move up, I'm not sure if is the fight advancing forward right now.
Slowly, but that might change depending upon how much more dangerous it continues to get.
Okay. Do I look in threat of getting attacked by more of these?
The bugs, yes.
Oh, okay. I'd like to use some movement to get out of that situation if it's possible.
You can back up behind this rock here. That'll provide you with a bit more cover than you currently have.
That would be appreciated.
Sure.
I should be back by next round.
Should be there. Okay. Lilith.
Does the bug attached to Melody go with her, or does it let
Yes.
go when
Yeah,
she
no,
goes?
sorry, it does go with her.
Alright, she's gonna call out Melody, stay very still. Going to aim her longbow and take a shot at the one attached to her.
Of
And
course.
she will stay very still.
Hold your breath.
That is a 16 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That I suppose Melody counts as adjacent for sneak attack.
Yeah, sure.
I did just attack it.
And she is within 5 feet, so this all counts.
For 15 damage total.
Oh, yeah. You killed it twice over. Yeah, the arrow lances through the main section of its body that's on Melody's chest. And once the arrow passes through, it crumbles into just hundreds of little moving parts.
Awesome. She will use her 30 feet movement to move like that, 10 feet up, and then another 10 feet afterwards. And then she's going to use her bonus action to dash.
Okay.
That would be her.
Perfect. You've triggered my trap card.
Oh no. Reverse trap.
Sorry, that's not how this works.
Uh-oh.
Lilith, as you get closer, and you kind of find this comfortable little, nook created by this tree up here, several boulders tumble away, revealing night automatons hiding behind them. They kind of unfold themselves and are in the midst of getting ready for battle. They will join the combat next round, despite the fact that they're in initiative order now.
I don't think Lilith vocalizes like anything meaningful about, hey, there's 3 giant robots. I think you will just hear a yelp.
Meep, yeah. This bug is going to attack Corona. With a 12 and miss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're going to dance away from the first one, backing up right as that one kind of comes careening in from your blind side, and it's going to strike the wall, missing you. Corona, it's your turn.
Okay. As a free action, I completely forgot I had this. She is going to enter a state of focus. So her speed will be reduced to 0 for the turn, but she will gain advantage on all ranged weapon attacks until I hit.
Nice.
And some other stuff. So she's going to target this first one that she swatted away. Inventory. There we go. Gonna try and shoot it. With advantage, I suppose. Okay, I think I needed that. Normal damage. Okay,
Nice.
decent damage.
Yeah, it is more than sufficient to the pellets hit it, and it just disintegrates. As each pellet takes a chunk with it, it just comes apart.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Then she's going to use her bonus action to do an unarmed strike on this little fella.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do this, and this is at normal.
Oh,
Nice.
but that'll still do it. Yeah.
I guess they are pretty weak, so
they are pretty weak. For 6 damage, it is unfortunately still surviving. As you've knocked the one off, tumbling back from that slap, the second bug coming in from the right missing. You kind of wheel around with the shotgun, fire a blast of pellets and fire, and it disintegrates the one in front of you, it peeling away, becoming pieces as small as the pellets themselves. And then you wheel around as the second bug is jumping at you just to slam it back down into the rock wall. It comes away crumpled and broken, functioning, but barely.
Is it too late to use an exploit dice to add damage to that?
No, I'll let you if you want.
Okay.
Use your resources, yes.
Yes. So yes, to that she'll add an exploit dice for Ruthless Strike. Oh. Okay. Did the cool effect, but it didn't do the dice, which is a d6. 1 d6. And this just gets added to the damage, whatever it is, 2 more.
Well, you could have rolled the lowest amount and would have been enough.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, in which case, it doesn't get back up. You smash it into the wall and it just comes apart.
Awesome. Okay. There's one other thing that I think I could do, but not like it matters because there's no more enemies. She's still in that state of focus, so she's not going to. She knows where Melody ran off to, but she, she's just on high alert right now. She can't follow.
Okay. Titan, it is your turn.
I mean, Lilith did just meep. I think Titan would know enough about Lilith to know that that's as close as she gets to screaming in terror.
Also, I imagine a bunch of boulder sounds falling, some maybe sliding.
There's some evidence that Lilith needs some help. We're going to bonus action drink a potion because that hurt. And then we're gonna climb up this cliff.
Okay. 10 feet will get you there.
10, 20, 30.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna attack this automaton. Knight. That's what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
For 10 damage.
Really good.
And that's it for Titan because he bonus action drank a potion.
Okay. Yeah, as these knights are setting up, like I said, still unfolding themselves from their mildly collapsed positions, hidden within the rock, they are easily able to be taken advantage of. You rake your claws through you notice the thinner armor of the scout variants you've encountered, damaging it heavily. We would call it bloodied. This bolter is going to roll a perception check. Ooh, natural 20. So I get to pick a target and its sight. Well, it is going to attempt to take a shot at Roz.
Still prone.
At disadvantage. Oh, wow. Those are both super good. So I'll toss away the 19, but I'll use the 17 for a 24.
Yeah.
What's your base AC?
17.
Okay. So even with the +5, 22, do you have any other hidden AC things lurking?
Not that would get me to a 24.
Okay. In which case, safely behind this boulder, against all logical odds, something hits you. The good news is I'm going to reduce the damage by a flat amount due to how much terrain it had to penetrate to actually reach you. So, quick math. Not very quick. 14, you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage. Because against all odds, and defying most logical forms of physics, a bolt still comes right through the rock, and even in its limited, reduced form, strikes you, still causing a bit of pain. This is mostly it striking heavily off your armor, enough to make it feel like you got punched by Titan in the gut.
Damn, terrible luck.
Yeah, that really required a bunch of dice to go in my favor, including the perception check. Speaking of Roz, it's your turn.
All right, gonna go ahead and second wind, which will get me back 7 HP. Stand up for half my movement.
Mm-hmm.
And climbing is 10. Correct?
So yeah, it's 10. I'll move you up.
I get to there. Do I see any signs of the controller?
Of the controller, you haven't seen any signs of the controller. You've just seen these units attacking from a distance. You've not seen anything you would denote as a gnome.
Okay. Then I'm not going to dash. I am going to dodge.
Hmm. Okay. Second boulder very low perception roll. I think there's nothing for us to worry about. You guys are fine. It currently cannot sight on a target. It is instead going to take a turn and go invisible. If any of you could see it, it basically predators out of sight again. It just slowly melds into the bark of the tree. Well, these knights are fully functional. And now they've come to, they realize that there are two enemies here. This one's going to step out. Nope, it's going to join its friend in the pile. I'm going to move it away. There we go. It's going to step out and it's going to attack Titan.
Sure.
I rolled a 14 on the die for a total of 18 to hit.
Yep.
Jeez. Whopping 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
As it comes out with one of its heavily reinforced fists and just slams it down into you. But that is its turn. This guy is going to do the same because he and his buddy are targeting you. This one is not going to hit with a 14 total. So this one, yeah, the first attack you kind of catch using a bit of your strength to repel the actual blow itself. And as you kind of break away from it, that momentum that separates you just long enough to avoid the downward hammer blow from the second one. Melody, it's your turn.
Marvelous. Well then. Movement speed is still halved?
Nope. You have all 30 feet.
All right.
Although to ascend these walls, like I said, if you try to climb any of these, twice your movement.
Okay, so I could get up.
So to move from where you're at to here is going to cost you 10 feet of movement, and then the subsequent ones are higher. This is going to be 20.
You said twice my movement? So
it's difficult terrain, so yeah, so...
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so... And Corona is where? Corona's ahead of me.
Yeah, Corona's right here.
Yep, just a bit.
Okay, then she's going to move up to Corona. And
Okay, so we're going to move you back here. So,
do some buddy cop action if she's amenable.
Sure.
I dare assume.
And kind of look around for a target that she can hit, and I think the knights are it.
The knights are your closest targets, yes.
Because I don't think she sees the...
Now, visibility is pretty low.
Yeah, and she's going to... I guess stowing her dagger is...
This is one of those things. So you could stow the dagger, but then in order to pull out the crossbow, it would cost you an action. However, if you just drop the dagger on the ground for right now and then pull out the crossbow, you can do that and still attack in the same turn.
Right. And then to pick up the dagger, it would still be
on a subsequent turn. You could then, for free, pick it up and stow it.
Oh, as a free action.
Yeah, it wouldn't cost you anything.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah. Yep.
So
classic D&D things where all the adventurers are just going, I don't need this right now, and just drop it on the floor.
If I had confidence she wouldn't cut herself, I'd ask if I could do something super dexterous and like drop it right next to her boots so she could like kick it up at her. But we're not gonna tempt fate.
No, yeah,
it's gonna hurt too much. It's a natural 17.
The attack roll's a disadvantage.
Oh, a disadvantage.
Yep.
Right.
Visibility is still low. You can tell people are fighting and you can see shadows, but
I still think I'm fine. It is 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Do you know which of the three you're targeting? Or do you just want the easy target of the one that Titan's hurt?
Well, I was actually going to say whichever one is visibly closer, but are they all stacked?
More or less, they're all pretty close.
I'm going to try and return the favor unless it's going to... I guess you can't have more disadvantage. The one that's right on Lilith.
Sure. I mean, yeah, it's going to hit, so roll your damage.
3.
3 points of piercing damage. The bolt is going to strike it. It's going to throw it off kilter for a moment, and then it's going to recover. Anything else?
I think that's my turn.
Okay. Krona, from somewhere behind you, you hear more rocks fall.
Uh-oh.
As some more bugs join the battle. Gonna be able to get right up to the group of you. Weird, it's broken itself out of the grid. And it's going to, we're going to assume Melody joined you on the backside, so Melody will be the one covering the side. It's going to attempt to attach itself to Melody.
Sounds good.
15 to hit, which will miss. Yeah, it leaps at you. Again, with you back to back, you kind of easily sort of react to sudden responses like this. One pushes the other out of the way. It misses, leaving itself easy and open to an attack. Lilith.
She's going to use that momentary distraction to step over and buddy cop with Titan, assuming he's amenable to that.
Wise.
Oh, absolutely.
And she's just going to go ahead and draw her rapier and take a stab at it.
Sure.
That'll be a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
For 14 points of damage.
Wow, really good.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really think killing heavily armored opponents and rapiers necessarily go hand in hand, but same with heavily armored opponents. There are weaknesses and gaps where things have to remain flexible that you can exploit, and you manage to, despite all odds, find a way to worm itself in and find something critical. The knight just topples.
That would be her turn.
Okay. Well, the knight didn't like that. The knight's going to punch you.
Fair.
It's going to miss with a 12. And one of these days, all knights all of you fought repeatedly, all have 2 abilities that I so often forget to use. One of these days, I'll remember to do it. Hopefully during this combat. This bug is going to rush. To there. It is Corona's turn, top of the initiative.
Okay. Limited visibility. This is probably the only enemy she really sees, I guess. Besides hearing what's going on up there. Okay, yeah, she's not gonna focus. She needs to move. We'll target this guy. Yeah, I think I still have 1 bullet left. I don't think I shot twice.
No, you haven't.
So, okay, perfect. So yeah, shoot this guy normally. Normal. No. Okay, well that sucks.
Good thing your gun doesn't misfire.
Yeah, that's true. When you make a ranged run, okay, I only have to make it. I don't have to.
Don't have to hit. Mm-hmm.
So punch. Oh no!
Oh,
It was so close to
the tease. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's nimble. It's skittering.
This one's sharp.
Yeah.
I think she is going to be hard-headed and whoops, I didn't mean to ping that. Stay here because she doesn't want to leave Melody behind. Yep, that'll be your turn.
Okay.
If it helps, Melody would absolutely be moving next round.
Okay, I'll have to just kind of see where you go because I don't have an action economy to ready the movement.
Yeah. This has come up enough. I feel like I'll just like establish this now and then I'll write it as a table rule later. If any two PCs are buddy copped, or any two creatures are buddy copped, to use the official terminology, if one does not move on their turn, if the other would on theirs, the two can move together. How's that sound?
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, because I feel like choosing to have to eliminate like an action to ready movement to stay with your buddy cop seems really kind of counterintuitive to what I was trying for when introducing that rule. So I think for the sake of that and ease, like the less we have to do finicky things to make things move smoothly, I figured that works.
I guess as long as we remember per round. So next round I won't move because I moved this round to get into buddy cop.
But that was the last round. If you move this round, Corona can choose to follow you.
Right. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. When it comes up on your turn, we can figure it out. It's Ben's turn.
No objections from me.
Titan's gonna start slashing at these monsters.
Yeah, go for it.
17 to hit.
Oh yeah, good hit, solid hit.
No, that's not correct math, Ben. 9 damage.
Okay. 9 will topple that knight.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, your first hit was pretty good.
Bonus action to attack the next knight.
Go for it.
I don't know that this hits, though. 14 to hit.
14 just hits.
Oh, yay. And 10 damage for that one.
Oh, wow, really good. It's still standing, but it is hurt.
And that is it for Titan.
Okay. Before that turn, a series of boulders are going to shift and fall. And on the eastern side, more knights are going to slowly begin unfurling themselves, readying themselves for combat. This Lancer is going to make a perception check. It can see Roz and Roz only. It's going to take a shot at you, Roz.
All right, Roz is dodging.
At disadvantage. The dodging is clutch. 11 to hit, which is going to miss. Except this time, Roz, ready. You're approaching it from that direction. It fires a beam of light at you. Except this time, instead of the null impact where wherever it lands, it just tends to again disintegrate and just leave a hole, but does not make much noise. There is a long pointed rod that was shot into the gravel behind you. It looked like it was going to harpoon you. Roz, it's your turn.
Okay. Titan and Lilith are probably going to be fine up there. The two of them are there. And there's 4 more enemies over here that Roz can see. Seems like fate to me. Oh, I can't move over there.
Invisible walls. Just tell me where you want to go.
Right there. It's as far as Ross can get. No signs of the controller yet, as far as I can tell.
Correct.
Dodging it is.
Okay. The knights will join the new knights will join the following round. Lancer is going to make a perception check. It does not need to look very hard to see Roz. Gonna fire at you, disadvantage, negating the 20 I rolled. And this one's going to roll for an 11 to attempt to hit you. And same as the other one, in the spot behind you, polished steel harpoon stuck into the ground. Looks as if they are keenly interested in not having you move.
Funny.
This bug is going to dash, climb up this wall really quickly, and end right there.
Does it happen to go through our space?
No, it's stopped next to it.
Okay.
This knight is going to... It's going to hit the larger of two targets. It's going to strike Titan. I lied. It is going to miss with a natural 1.
Hooray.
Melanie, it's your turn.
All right. We're gonna attack some bugs then, because they kind of suck when they're on you.
Mm-hmm. So, for important distinction, this one's in melee range.
Yeah.
This one is not.
Yeah.
So, if you were going to shoot a crossbow bolt, I would shoot it at this one.
Yeah, I was realizing that because otherwise it would just be kicking at the other one, and that's not a ton of damage.
I mean, you could try to shoot at the other one, but it's just going to be more difficult. So that's why I'm advising the left one.
Yeah, it was going to be the plan. That's another disadvantage?
No.
No? Oh,
Nope.
because distance. That's why.
Yep.
Another 16 to hit.
That'll do it. Bugs are pretty easy to hit.
That's going to be 5 damage.
All right, 5. It's you break through part of its carapace, breaking one of its legs. It's still up.
Okay. And then, as mentioned and as planned, unless Corona has other feelings now that we see things, normal movement at this point?
No, Corona will follow.
That was a question to me. Yes, there's nothing hindering your movement. Just that this will attempt to tase one of you on the way out.
Yeah, I figured that. Nope, that's
I
not
mean,
how you do that.
I'd chance it.
No,
make sure you're make sure you're clicked on the person.
Yep. I was trying to see what my 30 feet was. There we go. Control does that.
And I'm not sure if I can move. Yeah, not on my off turn. Yeah, but I would move with her.
Yay.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, it's going to attempt to taser one of you. Probably going to attempt to tase Melody because we sort of established Melody was on the backside and she started moving first. Roll a 16.
It misses.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I think Melody goes to leave. I think Corona, you just sort of kick it with your boot, just like the prod, the little R2D2 prod comes out, and you just go, stop
Checks
it.
out.
Yeah.
Put that out.
I'm sorry, Melody. Was there anything else you were doing?
I was gonna say I don't think so. I think that's my movement and my action. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that bug isn't having it. It's going to attempt to attach itself to you, Melody. It is going to fail.
Excellent.
Nice.
It can keep failing.
Lilith, it is your turn.
Take a stab at this last robot.
Get him. Get that robot.
That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, 15 will do it.
$13 points of damage.
Sufficient. You find a hole that Titan tore into its armor. You know there's something in there that doesn't like being poked, and you poke it. It fizzles and snaps and crackles. maybe you make a bowl of cereal out of it and it dies.
Titan wants to. We can move forward 30 feet.
Absolutely.
But she wants to stay close and keep providing cover for each other, so that'll be her turn.
Okay.
She will use her free item interaction to sheath her rapier.
Okay, yeah. That's good action economy. This bug is going to hey, I said you go here. He didn't want to go. He's going there. This one, as intended, is going to leap off of this cliff, very baby xenomorph style face hugger, and attempt to attach itself to Roz.
Great. Warding strike.
Oh, perfect.
It's a natural 17 to hit plus modifier.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna hit it.
I don't even need the axe to kill it, so Roz is going to snatch the bug out of the air by one of its legs and, like it was a tool, slam it into the ground to break it.
I'm kind of picturing like Hulk and Loki from the first Avengers movie.
Yeah, the Hulk to Loki
Yeah.
treatment.
Yeah, just grab it by its leg and just bludgeon it to death on the floor. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Yep, you do it. It looked like it had a clever idea and it paid for it. Okay. Well, that was its turn. But top of the round, we're gonna take a pause and take a break. Because we kept a little bit past 6:30 there. So we'll be back in 10 minutes time to continue this combat. Because it it can't keep going this well, can it?
Maybe.
We'll find out.
Certainly can.
Be back. Welcome back. And I'm just realizing I never had the battle map scene on. Oops. And also it just went somewhere. Oh, hang on, it's loading back in. Oh, hang on. I gotta go kill the calendar stuff. Don't mind me. I think we're okay there. Be gone, calendar things. You're not relevant for the scene, and I don't know how to remove you for this user. That'll do. Okay. So, we left off at the top of the round. Corona, it is your turn.
Yep. Quick turn, bonus action reload, action shoot. Okay, cool.
Nice. Good hit. Nice.
Cool.
Exactly the number you wanted.
Nice. And we'll remain buddy cop because there's still the one that's like up there that's probably gonna chase us. And who knows what else. So that'll be my turn.
Okay. Titan, it is your turn.
Okay. Titan is gonna move. Five, 10, 15, 20 to here. Is there anything in this tree still?
Yes.
I can see. All right.
Yes.
Then, having moved 20 feet, Titan would then like to jump and attempt to grapple / tackle this creature in the tree. Take us both out of the tree.
I see the plan. I respect the plan. I enjoy the plan. It is 60 feet up the tree.
Oh, it's 60 feet up.
Yeah. So even when you're on this ledge, which will give you 20 feet above from the base level of the tree, it's still 40 feet above you.
Okay. Well then, never mind. Let's instead go with plan B. So it's 20. And then you said it's 20 feet down this ledge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to go down here. Which you can either climb down,
Titanal dash,
or jump.
So that's 40. It won't let me go down.
Oh, yes. Sorry, walls.
It's 40, 45, 50, 55. Titan will get to here, the base of the tree.
Yeah. I have to ask, did you climb down or did you jump down?
Climbed, I guess. I didn't want to take fall damage.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Climbing down, it's twice movement speed because you don't have a climb speed.
Oh, okay. Then I can only make it to here.
Okay. Okay.
That's incorrect. Bad math. Here.
Very well. Are you finished?
That's it.
Okay.
Yep. That's all I've got.
La da 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 da. We're going to. I mean, who are we kidding? We're gonna shoot Roz.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Dodging still, right?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Modify 20 to hit.
Roz is going to... Nope, she already used her reaction. That hits.
Okay. Okay. So here's a fun one for you. So I'm gonna damage you first. Modest 6 points of piercing damage. As you are struck by a harpoon, it launches through your shoulder, and you hear it deploy hooks on the other side. While this is in you, you are considered grappled. Your speed isn't reduced, but you can only move in the direction of the creature that has you grappled. You will also take damage if you attempt to break the grapple and fail.
Got it.
And for the record, you are attached to this enemy. I mean, this bolter sees an enemy directly beneath it. It's going to shoot it. 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Roz, it is your turn.
So Roz can only move in the direction of things that she is...
Yes, you can only move in this direction, no other direction.
So be it. It's 30. And I'm just gonna dash to get up there.
Sure. Let me yep. So you're gonna ascend that wall. You're going to immediately notice that there is a gnomish soldier in tactical gear, fully clothed, no skin showing, very articulated looking goggles, helmet, armor. And as you get up there, there's a gun pointed at your face. They're going to fight. They're going to pull the trigger as you arrive.
Yep.
Yeah. I think a 25 will hit.
Sure will.
9 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Still got my bonus action, so now's a great time to, after getting shot in the chest by this guy as she ascends, he's gonna scream out, "You little bastard!" to let everyone know that she's found the guy, and then drink her second level potion.
Okay. On the controller's turn, it is going to move its mount. Its full speed. Which will get me... We're gonna go there. Oh, hang on. I think I have both. I do. It's going to go over there, and it's going to leap up onto the side of the tree. It has not ascended very high, but it is up there.
Does Roz get to attack of opportunity on the way out?
Yeah, your reaction is refreshed.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Did the grapple and hook from Roz's shoulder?
It's in Roz's shoulder.
Oh, okay. So it just ran away with...
Yeah, there's a line attached to Roz.
Oh, okay.
Roz is having a bad time right now.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah. You say that, but I have already rolled, and I'm going to stick with what I said I was going to do. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably wind up adding Ruthless to this damage. 9 plus 7 is 16 plus 5, 21 slashing damage.
I'm assuming this was on the controller.
Yeah.
Okay. It is going to use its reaction and split the damage between it and its mount.
Got it.
Okay. And now that it is the controller's a happy distance away, it is going to crack 2 shots off at you, Roz.
You got it.
An 18 and a 24 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
Wow. I rolled not great, but flat modifiers do add up. 14 points of lightning damage.
Got it. Roz is at half health.
This knight is now active. It is going to come charging down the hill. Yeah, it's gonna dash all the way down. It's going to literally leap down right in front of both of you. This bolter is going to turn its attention on the Roz. Natural 19.
Yeah. I don't know what the modifiers are, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with modifiers, 26. Which I feel like we're not dodging here.
No.
But 12 points of piercing damage. As you were being harpooned and reeled in like a fish on one side, unable to quickly respond to attacks from the rear, you catch a grazing shot from behind from the lancer hiding in the tree. This bug is going to skitter along this pathway and is going to attempt to jump down and attach itself to Corona.
Okay.
Oh wow! Good for it. I finally rolled above a 10, so it actually has a chance of 21.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It is going to, as I said, just attach itself to you. Your movement speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
Melody, it is your turn.
Sure is. And everything is within melee range, huh?
The knight and this bug both are, yes.
Huh. That is quite unfortunate.
You could shoot up at this hill if you really didn't want to try to attack the things in front of you.
I'd have a better... And one of these can hurt me, but yeah. Yeah, we'll do that because the knights are gonna come either way, and I don't think I can see anything else that's close. Nothing that's been on Titan or on Lilith. All right. Yeah, we're gonna take a shot at the one right up front. Oh, we're gonna use an inspiration point on that, I think.
Okay.
It's 11 plus 4 minus 1. 14.
That just hits.
Okay. For 7 points of damage.
Pretty good. Finds a joint.
Yeah. And Roz is within 60 feet still?
Exactly on your range, yes.
All right. I can't really get input from Roz on this, so I'm going to let's see. Target. How do I target?
Double right click.
Oh, I think she's in it.
No, you had it.
There we go. Targeted. Oop. I just hear Audie call from down below. Roz, get him for Greenwood.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully that inspires you a little bit.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and I guess at the unless Corona is feeling the need to move, I don't know if we really want to take the attack of opportunity from this, but it's gonna hurt one way or the other.
Do whatever Melody would do, but Corona's probably going to be staying in place
to
take care of these guys.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. Yeah, so we'll end the turn there.
Lilith.
Oh boy. Lilith is going to start descending this cliff. So you said it's 20 feet to get down?
If you're climbing, yeah. You can jump, but there's a check.
That's a cool flip.
You can do an acrobatics check to descend. You just can't use them to climb.
Sure, she'll try to be cool in acrobatics and slide her way down.
And I mean, occasionally I'll allow a climb, but the terrain has to be correct.
Yeah, can't cartwheel your way up a vertical wall.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a 17.
17 will do. You can successfully negate the fall damage.
Does it still take extra movement, or just kind of 5 feet, just kind of sliding down?
Yeah, you fall, so it's the same. It's a normal amount of movement to get to the bottom, basically.
All right. In that case, she'll slide down to there. Can't move herself.
Oh, yes.
15, 20. Is this one also 20 feet going down?
10.
She'll just climb that one then, with her last 10 feet of that.
Okay, going here.
Then bonus action dash. Can she see the person in the tree?
Yes, but your attacks will be at disadvantage.
She'll just action dash then. So 10 or 20 feet to get up there, I assume.
Yeah, here? Yeah.
Yep. And then her last 10 will be getting there. Just full on sprints, slides down a bunch of rocks, and then climbs up the next one.
Yeah. Legolas stuff. Okie dokie. This little guy's turn. is going to basically come rolling down this hill and is going to attempt to attach itself to Audie. Really just want to hinder the two of you. It is going to fail with a whopping 11.
Audie's just out here with her dance moves.
Mm-hmm. Corona, it is your turn.
Okay. And just to make double sure, he is within 5 feet of us, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The other one wasn't because of the cliffside back here a few turns ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Okay. All right. Crona's
it.
gonna try and shoot that one that just tried to latch itself onto Audie. She will enter a focus stance again to have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So advantage. Okay. Didn't need
Oh
it,
yeah, gonna hit.
but damn. Just above the threshold to reroll that. Okay, so 3 damage. Will melee has a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Normal. Dang.
Oh.
I have such bad luck. Okay.
Tonight's been rough.
And she can't move. So that is the turn. Yes.
Okay. Titan, is your turn.
Okay. Well, let's see. 5, 10 gets me there, which I think is exactly what I want. Okay, so Titan is going to bonus action activate his burrowing claws.
Okay.
I would like to,
Mm-hmm.
if you'll allow it, burrow through this tree and attempt to fell it in a direction that allows me to bridge this gap. And I mean, if I'm really lucky, maybe hit some enemies on its way down. I measured it out. It should be tall enough to at least bridge the gap. That is a lot of space to have to cover in order to get over there.
Is that also the tree with the other creature in it?
There is a target in it. If you can just reference the item that's giving you the burrowing speed for me, is it specific to its material, or does it just give you a flat burrowing speed?
Well, so the item says, all right. While wearing these gloves, your arms that's the attack instead of bludgeoning. While wearing the gloves, you can use a bonus. Where's the nice shrimps? Gloves. All right, sorry.
It's okay.
I was trying to do it fast, but I'm missing things. All right, it says, in addition, you gain a burrowing speed of 5 feet.
Okay.
It then says that if I activate them, the benefits for 1 minute are your burrowing speed is doubled,
and
you can burrow through non-magical unworked stone.
Okay.
So
we're trying to
up to your interpretation in terms of that.
We're trying to burrow through a tree like you're chewing through it, basically.
Yes.
This is a weird precedent to set, because it also means you can just then do it through any wooden structure in the future, too.
I mean, I don't plan to use this as a game the system thing, CJ.
I know. I'm just trying.
Thought it was a fun idea for this.
No, I mean, it is a fun. I never thought about it.
Arguably, you could probably weaken the roots too.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you would prefer, I can spend time digging out underneath the tree.
The difference is the less fun part is like to do it through like burrowing through the rock and stone that the roots are into. It's going to take more than 1 round to do it, which is less fun because it's going to take longer. Versus just going through the tree, which will almost certainly have an immediate effect.
It's your call.
Yeah, like I said, I trust you to not like you said, game the system. We'll treat it as a little bit of both. You're going through the lower section of the tree and the rock, and it's going to create some instability. Okay. Do me a favor, make an athletics check. We're doing something we're doing something unusual, so we'll have a check verify success, and then from there I'll think about the rest of the numbers.
Nope, we're going to use the last bit of inspiration. Make that much better. Sorry, buttes. 21.
Okay, number is high enough. Can you just like show me a general line? Like, what is the direction you're trying to? You're digging in. I basically want to figure out what direction the tree would fall in.
I was trying to go. I don't know. Hopefully, like diagonally across the tree like that.
Okay, so you're basically hoping for it more or less to try to land here.
Land over there, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me see how the gods smile upon this gambit. Okay. So, you burrow through the rock, you tear through roots, you tear through a lower section of the tree. You were part of Greenwood for a long time. You guys didn't do a ton of, felling of trees too far, to the south of you due to the Emerald Boughs being so close, but you took what you needed in order for the village to be sufficient. So you've been around, you've seen people work wood, and you understand the principles and properties of doing this. You're a smart guy. You know you have made it unstable. At the top of the next round on initiative 20, the tree will begin to fall in the appropriately desired direction.
Okay, thank you.
And move yourself to where I can also move you to wherever you would end up. Somewhere on the opposite side, I'm assuming.
Yeah, hold on. I have to move.
Walk around. Yeah.
I'd end up about there.
Okay.
And I mean, that's technically my movement, but since this is a weird one, I'm happy for it to take my action.
Yeah, I think in this instance it would.
Okay. Then that's it for Titan. Bonus action, action, movement.
Okay. Yeah, this Lancer's with his engineer, his soldier, is going to ascend the tree 40 feet. And in doing so, it is going to continue holding its line at its current length. Well, rather, it's going to retract some of it, so it's going to have 30 feet of line is what it's going to maintain. So first and foremost, it's up there. So it's going to do an unpleasant thing to you, Roz.
Yeah.
Or it's essentially going to drag you off of this edge here, down into the base of the tree. You aren't quite off your feet yet. It's right at the length of that where you feel the pressure. It's at the point where it's going to continue to go, but you're right there. Make me a strength saving throw. It sort of dragged you bodily off of this.
16 plus 6, 22.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's not pleasant. You basically tumble off of a steep incline, and you get roughed up, but ultimately at the bottom of it, everything is fine. The damage you take will be minuscule. 4 damage is what you take by comparison to what it could have been.
Still standing.
Yep. And it is going to turn around, its feet planted in the bark of this tree, and it is going to shoot Lilith. For daring to get so close. 18.
That will hit.
Two low numbers. 11 points of piercing damage total.
Ouch. Out of curiosity, how far up did you say it was?
This tree is at this level, 10 feet. It jumped over from here. So it's 10 feet up, 40 feet, 50 feet up the tree. I will mark it.
Diagonals aren't extra movement in 5e, so would it be within 60 feet of me?
Funnily enough, I have a chart for this. This never really came up, but I had a feeling this combat would do it. So let me just quickly see. No, it would not currently be within range. It would not be within 60 feet.
Okay.
Wow, who'd have thought that chart would come up? Well,
I'd be surprised how often the Pythagorean theorem comes up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be, but yeah. Sorry, yeah, that was my turn. So, yeah, 11 points of piercing damage. That's it. That's its turn. This bolter realizes the situation that it's in. It feels its footing slowly giving way. It is going to... Hang on, I actually have to consider because there was a controller that would influence its decision. It is actually going to it's going to turn invisible. And that's that. Roz, it's your turn.
Okay. First things first. Let's drink another smaller healing potion. Because I'm getting real desperate for HP now. All right. So this harpoon in me.
Yep.
It definitely goes one way with me being dragged. Does it go the other way with me being able to drag them down too?
Only one way to find out.
I would love to try.
Yeah, sorry, athletics check. Yeah. That's what happened. It was like I lost my Lancer. It's because he's up in the air.
Is a 15 plus 6, 21.
That's really good. However, my natural 19 says poo to you. Granted, they are not super strong machines, but it does succeed with a 22. So it has braced itself against this tree and is holding its ground with its these sharp angled claws burrowed into the wood.
Okay, was that my action?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think there's a lot else I can do. I'm stuck.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. The controller's going to look down at you. Can't hear anything because he's fully kitted up. But you see that pistol leveled on you again. He spins the center chamber and you watch as the internal color kind of shifts from one to the other. And he's going to shoot at you. 19 to hit.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay.
Roz's AC becomes 22.
All right. The first shot pings off. Second shot comes in. That one's a little bit better. And by a little bit better, I mean it is going to meet 22.
All right.
Oh, that was a tease. It landed on a 2, but then rolled to an 8. It's going to be 12 points of poison damage.
Yay. Roz has 2 HP, but she's still up.
Wow, 2 HP and a drain. Yeah, all right. This knight down here, gonna punch Corona. Modified 20.
Oh yeah, that hits.
For 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's its turn. Did I ever add those knights to the initiative order? I didn't. Oopsie. Well, I'm sure they'll have fun at some point. There we go. Okay. Well, this one's still in the tree. And Lilith is still right there. How convenient. 16 to hit.
That will miss because of the cloak of protection.
Really coming through clutch with that cloak. The bug that is attached to Corona. It is going to zap you.
Okay.
Since it is attached to you, it does it for free. You're going to take 3 lightning damage.
Okay.
Melody, it's your turn.
Yeah. I can no longer see Roz, I believe, and Roz is well out of my range. We're gonna go back to firing at the other things that are a little further away. Sheet. There's my sheet. That is 14, which hits.
Yep.
Same one. This one right here.
Okay.
And that is 8 points of damage.
That is enough.
Excellent.
Yeah, the bolt catches it right in its helmet. Its eye crackles and it just sort of dissipates inside, and it just powers down and falls over.
Yeah. And I don't think I see anybody else within shouting distance.
Just Corona.
Don't move me. Measure. And they're outside. Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Lilith.
Just gonna move forward a bit so she can see through the tree better, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
She's also gonna bonus action drink a potion because
Ow.
pretty sure one of these shots could knock her out at this point.
Mm-hmm. I did start by rolling absolute bangers on the damage die, but now they've calmed down a bit.
Just gonna do this to make it quick. And then just gonna action aim at the controller.
Go for it.
Pretty good. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, 23 will hit.
Awesome. She is making this a disarming strike. So it'll have to make a save. Can't actually see it on the map to target it, but is a strength saving throw.
Strength save. Oh man, gnomes are so known for being super ripped. Yep. 8.
Awesome. Target drops 1 item of your choice, so say goodbye to your gun.
Okay, yeah. It'll drop its pistol. It'll fall. It'll slowly fall from its position in the tree down to the rocks.
Adds a d4 to the damage. Ooh, rolled pretty good. $24 points of damage.
Wow, that is really good.
Wait, no, sorry. Take 8 off of that. I don't have sneak attack.
Oh.
I'm so used to just having sneak attack.
I mean, still not bad. All right.
16 points, and the gun presumably drops to the ground at the base of the tree.
It is at the base of the tree.
That is her turn.
Okay. This knight is going to dash and arrive here. That will be its turn. This bug is going to attempt to attach itself to Melody. And fail with a 14. Tippy top of the round. Groaning of and straining of wood. And this this tree is going to topple in a somewhat awkward thing. Obviously, we can only do so much to represent this properly because no matter how clever I want to be with making maps, I did not prepare for this. So we're going to just draw a big squiggly line because I can't keep my hand straight. Ignore how phallic this is.
It's okay, we can only see parts of it because some of it's hidden by foliage.
Fair. Perfect. We don't have to think about it too much then. Oh, hang on. I updated the wrong thing. I should really care a little bit less about how specific this is. Okay, yeah. This tree will fall. I will also then go out of my way to... I said go out of my way to... just remove that entirely.
You get a second yelp from Lilith this combat as a tree slams by like 5 feet from her.
Yep. And I'm going to force saves out of the controller and its mount.
Oh. Thank you.
They did do pretty well though. They're going to succeed, unfortunately. It quickly jumps off to one side, locking itself onto the side of the tree that is unfazed by the collapse. But there was some legitimate threat there for a hot minute. It's important to note, just because the original Lancer was 60 feet up, that this tree is not just 60 feet tall, it was 150 feet tall. So in a hypothetical scenario, if someone wanted to run up this felled tree, you could get closer to the target over yonder. It might take you a while, but it's an option. Just so everybody knows. And also there was an invisible boulder that's going to make a check. And there's no better way to put it. It's going to eat shit.
You just hear a crunch somewhere.
Yep. Something hard falls into the gravel. And it is hurt. But luckily, due to its invisibility, it's still not able to be seen. Corona, it is your turn.
Okay. I believe I'm out of bullets again, so it's another quick and easy turn. Bonus action. Second wind. Go. Nice, love it. Okay.
Ja, what is your luck tonight?
Okay, apply healing. That do it did not do anything. Okay, I'll do it manually. I could probably take a beating if they all focus me. Yeah, I'll just use my action to reload, and I will remain where I am. That's my turn.
Okay. Titan.
All right. I mean, given Titan's plan is to run up this tree, but I assume I have to climb up the side, given it was 10 feet thick. That'd be 20 feet of movement without climbing speed, yeah?
Yep.
All right. 20.
Still a wall in the way, technically, I think.
Oh, yes, there's still a wall in the way, so I can't move it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
There
we go. That's 25, 30. Oops, that was not 30. Yeah, let's dash. Let's get over there. 40, 45, 50. And a wall.
Sorry, wrong tool. There we go.
55, thank you. 60. And that's it for Titan.
Okay. This boulder is going to continue being a bastard. It's going to go 40 feet up higher in the tree. Roz, you have a decision. You can either hang on to the harpoon and be dragged up the tree, or you cannot, and it will be dragged out of you. The second one will cause some severe damage.
Roz cannot afford to take any damage right now. We're hanging on.
Okay. Athletics check.
16.
Okay. 16 will suffice for now. The longer you dangle, the more it's going to begin to hurt.
Yep.
You will begin to receive negatives to checks the longer you're up here. That being said, it is hanging on to you. And it's quite happy to do that. This bolter is going to scurry up this cliff, get onto the tree that was just felled, and it's going to put a bolt into the back of Titan, the person who just displaced it.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Oh, that'll miss.
Oh, shame. Okay, moving on. Roz.
That easy?
Oh, wow. Okay. So balanced out, it's not going to be, it's still going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot, but I rolled two ones. I rolled 2 1s on the extra die. So, 22 points of piercing damage.
Yikes.
Yeah. But I rolled 2 1s, so the least possible evil here. Roz.
Yay. Gonna drink my last healing potion.
Yeah,
Thankfully, I rolled max.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah. How high up is Roz right now?
You are 40 feet in the air. You're butt up right against the tree.
Great. If Roz were to make this thing fall, would it pull her to the ground too?
You will fall with it, absolutely. Nothing is keeping you up there other than it.
Yeah. I don't have the hit points to do that. That is really unfortunate. I think the only thing Roz can do is, can she try to hang on to the tree to prevent her, for her captor from taking her any higher?
Do you have a way to anchor yourself there?
Not unless you let me stab something into the tree.
You can try that.
Well, Roz has a javelin. She can try.
You can. Yeah, you can make an athletics check essentially to stab it into the tree. And that number will act as an anchor that it would have to contest in order to try to move you.
Okay. Let's try it. Oh, gross. I'm re-rolling that. It was a 1.
Yeah, that's not great.
19. Much better.
Okay, yeah, 19's pretty good. Noted.
I don't think I can do anything else, unfortunately.
Sometimes,
So that's it.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
sometimes you're held captive for several rounds.
The controller's turn. He's shaking his hand because it stings a little from where the arrow glanced off of the back plate of his gauntlet. Stares at the pistol at the ground. You can see there's like an exaggerated huff of his shoulders from underneath all the armor because, again, you can't hear any noises that he's making. But then we'll pull a dagger from his belt and look down at you, Roz. Flip it over in his hand. He's just going to chuck it at you.
Great.
Right, so I think he's out of the normal range increment for a dagger.
He is. He didn't do half bad, though. It's a 19.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it.
6.
Back to 6 HP.
Yep. No, you just got a dagger that just, honestly, again, you're wearing splint. It just hits you. It's annoying, and you're hurting a lot already. So it's mostly just like insult. He notices that you're still hanging on. Is going to pull out a second knife.
Die.
Don't worry. He rolled low on this one. It's a 14, so he'll miss. That being said, you suspect that's his last knife. This knight's going to wail on Corona. This knight's going to miss Corona. It's going to swing wide. This bolter is going to shoot Lilith.
That's fair.
It's going to miss with a 15. This is the bug attached to Corona. It's going to zap you for a D4.
Yep.
It rolled a 1. You take 1 point of lightning damage.
Oh man, I'm dead.
Ah, shame. Moving on.
The massive damage.
Melody.
Yeah. I can't happen to see the gnomish controller, right? It's
No.
way up and away. And
Yeah, he's
hidden from my
very
sight.
far away.
Okay. Well, there's no way that I lose.
150
He just
feet.
has to be. Yeah, I was gonna say he just has to be within 90 feet.
Yeah, no, 150 feet and fog cover. You just as likely like hit Titan or Roz from this angle and distance.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no way I lose my second weapon. I need to remember to tie a tether to this so it at least stays connected to my pack, but that's a future problem. I'm taking out a rapier.
Okay. Are you dropping? So you're dropping the crossbow?
I think I kind of have to.
Yep.
If I want to take a swing.
I think you could hold the crossbow in one hand. You just can't
True.
attack with it.
That part's true. Yep.
I'm okay with that then.
Yeah. Yeah. In order for you to fire the crossbow on a subsequent turn, you would then have to stow the rapier. But yeah, Quinn's right. That's how this works.
Okay. Yeah, and we're gonna attack. Do either one of the knights look like they're sparking more than the other?
Both of these knights are completely unharmed. Other than a bit dusty, they look mint.
Unfortunate. I
Yep.
thought Corona had hit one. Well then, I'm just gonna attack the one that is clearly right in front of me then.
Go for it.
Oh, let's use our last inspiration on that one. That's a bit better. Inventory. Weapons. Rapier.
+4.
+4, so that's 19 minus 1 is an 18.
Yep.
Can you imagine hits?
Yeah, it does. So roll a D8
Yeah.
+2.
Where'd my D8 go? No. There it is. 7 plus 2 is 9.
Wow, really good.
Yep.
And another life, Audie might be a duelist.
Quite possibly.
Multi-class in the future.
It's all that sword practice her and
Okay.
Lilith did.
Right? Lilith's a great teacher. Quick question to
Mhm.
Corona.
Mm.
How awful does Corona look right now?
She's approaching halfway down.
Okay. And I think Lilith is outside of 60 feet from me.
I think that
Lilith looks fine right now.
Oh, and Lilith looks fine?
not that you could say
All
her.
right. No, I don't think I can. She's way over there. And the question I've always been curious about, when something has a range, does it still work at touch? Like it doesn't have disadvantage to be close, right?
Depends on what it is.
Healing word.
No. You're not rolling a dice for its effectiveness. You're rolling a dice to see how much it heals. It always works. You just need to meet the criteria.
All right. Yeah, then
So
Audie's gonna cast healing word on Corona because you're the only person within range.
Mhm.
And just kind of mutter, "We'll get to them soon enough. You're doing great." So you get a 1d4 plus 4, right? Spellcasting mod?
Yep.
1d4 plus 4. And you can roll it or I can roll it.
Up to you.
I like rolling dice.
Roll the dice.
Then go for it.
Oh, hey, that's 8 points of health.
Nice.
Woo. I would have rolled a 1.
Given your luck so far, yeah.
And I think that's going to end my turn.
Okay. Lilith.
So the top of this tree slammed into the side of this tree.
Yep.
So presumably, since it's still like lodged up against it, there's some room underneath the.
Correct.
It. Awesome. I'm going to go underneath it to get cover from the people above me to hide as a bonus action.
Sure.
Which will be a 17 stealth check.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pop out and take aim at the robot that is carrying the gnome.
Sure.
Is the 17 enough to get advantage?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Natural 20.
Very nice.
I'm also going to dump my last exploit die into this to see if I can make him not continue to drag Roz up a tree via harpoon.
You going to make it disarm?
No, I'm going to arresting strike it.
Okay.
It is a dexterity save. On a failure, its speed becomes 0 until the start of Lilith's next turn.
Gotcha. You don't want it to move. Sure. Dexterity save.
Oh my god, this is so much damage.
The controller is going to use its reaction to give its mount advantage on the check. That helped a ton. It's going to be a 24. Will succeed.
That'll succeed.
Mm-hmm. So what's that big amount of damage you're talking about?
We max all the damage die once and then roll normally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christ, yeah, I had to recalculate because it seems so ludicrous. 51 points of damage.
Yep. You've got a lot of little dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was not a small amount of dice or damage. We would consider the Lancer bloody.
That is her turn.
Okay. This knight's gonna punch Corona. It's going to not punch Corona with a 14. Yeah, you deflect the blow to the side with your free hand and kind of dip under the other as Adi's fighting with the rapier on the other side. This bug is going to continue attempting to attach itself to Melody. It's going to continue failing. Statistically, it's going to hit one of these times if you leave it alive long enough.
Uh-huh.
Corona.
Apparently it does less damage than the other two.
It's not doing any damage, actually.
Correct.
Okay, let's try and take it out then. Enter stance for advantage. Or yeah, because I reloaded last turn, so I got both bullets.
Mhm.
Whoa. What to do with the previous roll? Cancel. I have no idea what it's asking me. Discard previous. Attack roll advantage. Sorry, it was just
Yeah.
weird. Some weird window. Oh God, man. Okay.
That unfortunately misses by 1.
Oh, okay. Sure. We'll try and smack it.
Okay. Bonus action.
Yes, bonus action, smack. Just trying something here. I guess we'll just roll this. I know how much HP they have anyway, so normal.
And it's already hurt, so.
Oh, it's already hurt. Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty likely to finish it off here.
Yep.
Yep.
Looks like it.
You do. You smash that
Cool.
bug.
Okay. And that is a turn. No move.
Okay. Titan.
Titan. First heal of that. So I am up this tree. How far away am I from everything that is also up this tree?
So, again, distances, angles, things get weird.
Yeah.
So the controller and his mount are 100 feet up this tree. The tree landed at 125 feet in terms of where it connected with this tree. If you get to the top of the fallen tree, you'll be 25 feet above them. Right now, for the sake of keeping things simple, you are parallel. You're on the same plane as where the controller and the mount is.
Okay.
But 15 feet away.
15 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Same plane, 15 feet away. Sounds like the perfect time for a breath weapon.
Yeah, that can do it.
They need to make a... where's my breath weapon? I think it's a con save.
Pretty sure it's also a con save.
Yes, con save.
Okie dokie. Con save it is.
Oops.
The mount is going to fail. The controller is going to succeed.
Okay. 11 damage on ice damage on a fail, which would be 5 on a success.
Mm-hmm.
And then Titan's going to move up the tree, so he is 25 feet above him.
Okay. Alrighty.
But it just collides me with the wall right now.
Yeah. I'm like on several different levels.
I don't think there's anything to be done about
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
where I want to go is
it'll
inside the tree.
Yeah, it'll put you over the wall at the very least. The next turn you can move a bit more freely.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all Titan can do.
Okay. This Lancer is going to receive an order. There is a snapping sound, and the cable that is attached to the harpoon is let go. Roz, make an athletics check to hang on to your weighted harpoon.
You got it. 12 plus 6, 18.
18 will do it. But out of spite, You'll see the controller turn the mount onto you and level the cannon on you. Wow. 15 to hit. It's going to miss.
Oh,
The soldier and the mount are going to travel down 40 feet. Is going to get to 60 feet on the tree. So 20 feet close. So they're 20 feet away from you, Roz, and now 65 feet away from Titan. This bolter is going to keep doing its thing. It's going to make its way. Well, tell me it's going to go here. And it's going to just keep pursuing the one that's knocked a tree down. A natural 13, modified 20 to hit. For Titan.
Yeah, that hits.
Big boy numbers, 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
But that is it. Roz, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. What are you doing?
yeah. All right, let me ask. Do my fellow players, do I no guts, no glory, or do I play it safe?
I'm always a person that plays it safe, but it's Roz. But I don't want to convince you to kill Roz either. But
I feel identically.
I believe Roz would absolutely go hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I unfortunately think you're correct.
Unless she's learned something in the last 2 days she hasn't told us.
No, she's still an idiot. Actually, wait, she can't climb up the tree, can she? Never mind.
You can at half speed. You can try. Again, this is not a rock face. There aren't holds, so you could try to javelin climb your way up, I suppose. There are obstacles.
You're letting me try. I would love to get within 5 feet of the controller.
They're 20 feet apart from you. Half your movement speed would get you within 5 feet. You basically, how many javelins do you have on you?
Only 2 more.
Including the one that's already stuck in the tree?
Not including the one that's in the tree.
So the one stuck in the tree is
3 more, sorry.
Okay. So essentially what you're going to have to do is to really make this work. It's a lot, which is you essentially need to take a javelin, reach up, stab it into the tree to give yourself a new anchor, pull out the other one, stab it above you, pull yourself up, so on and so forth to make the 15 feet of movement. Essentially, you're making an athletics check each time because you have to be able to have the strength to pull out the javelin and then to stick it in the tree enough to support your weight.
All right.
It's a lot.
And you might still have inspiration?
As much as I would love to do all of that, that sounds like a lot of work.
It's a ton of work.
And I've got no inspiration and 6 health.
And a dream.
I meant bardic inspiration, but you might have used that.
I know. I have no regular inspiration to reroll a bad thing.
Yeah, that's a tough sell for anyone, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
You can toss a javelin.
At risk to self, or at disadvantage, I suppose, which you could reduce to a normal attack, again, with the risk of potentially losing yourself from where you're stuck on the tree.
Climbing down is also exceedingly risky.
It's hard. Yep.
Just, I'll just take my disadvantaged crack at him.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe. Aiming at the controller, 15 to hit?
15's not going to hit.
Yeah, javelin goes. Whew. And Roz is having a bad time just hanging here by her javelin.
Yeah. Not a great time. Okay. Well, controller looks at you, looks up, looks down at Lilith, clearly surveying his surroundings. Is going to pull a short sword off of his saddle pack on the side. And is going to be a good little boy and wait his turn. Because the mount's got his movement. Knight punches Corona. Knight hits Corona with 21.
Oh, yeah.
For 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Bolter has lost sight of Lilith. Bolter is going to turn about and going to shoot Audie, the person with the ranged weapon. With a 22 to hit Audie.
That's gonna hit.
10 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Bug attached to Corona. Zap you. 2 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Melody, it's your turn.
All right. I think I might actually drink that potion we were given as a bonus action.
Wouldn't hurt.
He said we were each given one?
Yep, everyone got a level 2 healing potion.
That's 2d6 plus con per... Just 2d6 plus con once, right?
No, times con. So
Times
whatever the level is. So it is x it is x d6 plus x times con mod.
2.
Yeah.
And 1 first 3, and then 2 times the con mod.
Yeah, so for you it's a plus 6.
Is 9. I will take it. I will take that health. And that bolter is well out of my range, I think.
The one up in the tree over here?
Spell range. Yeah.
Depends on what the spell is.
Bane.
It's out of Bane's range for sure.
Oh. Although I do have dissonant whispers.
I feel like Audie, you've experienced enough times that the automatons tend to not respond to psychic attacks.
Right. I was gonna say I tried this once before, but it was vicious mockery, but the same.
Yeah. So yeah, you think it's similar enough spell type that it might not have an effect.
Correct. So that being said, I'm still gonna bane these 2, I think, because that will give us some extra. It might save our life.
Sure. Yeah, again, automatons famously known for being extremely charismatic.
Yep. Make some charisma saving throws, please.
Okay. I rolled a 10 and a 13 minus 2, so an 8 and an 11.
Awesome. They both fail.
Okay.
They've got a beautiful D4 with them now. And I have to remember that that's concentration. And that was my bonus action in action.
Wow, that was loud.
It is very loud.
I almost don't want to do it a second time. I probably won't, to be quite honest with you.
And I think that's it. I think that's it for me.
Okay. Lilith.
Right. Just like before, she's going to duck under the tree to bonus action hide. That'll be a 22 stealth.
Pretty good.
She's going to pop out and fire at the mount.
Okay. The mount does not seem to immediately notice your dip in and out.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 22 piercing damage. Well,
Pretty good.
some of it's lightning.
Yeah, which is fine. The controller is going to spin its reaction to reduce the damage by half.
That is her turn.
Okay. Baned Knight. Smack Corona. No, it doesn't. It will end its turn. Okay. So, unfortunately, we're 10 minutes past our end time. So, we're going to have to finish here.
Aw.
Yeah, I know. We're getting kind of like right to the, the fever pitch of where it's going to turn in one direction or the other. But unfortunately, I have to be responsible because I still have to be up extremely early tomorrow. So as much as I actually would normally want to press on if everyone were okay with it, I have to be the adult and say I got to go to bed because work.
Yeah.
So
Completely
Understandable.
yeah, so we're gonna finish there for tonight, and hopefully resolve this next week. It's again pretty close. Could be anybody's fight.
Will the heroes pull through? Will the gnome get away? Find out next time.
Okay, yeah, that. So sometimes don't find yourself walking into a choke point when you've been told that there's a bunch of snipers. Probably make a choices instead of those. So we'll see you next week. And that's that. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, are we going anywhere?
No, sorry.
Okay, bye.
Didn't have any.